appears that most of your resources came from this, di ba?
At the time, sir, we had audited financial statements at that period.
Now, let me get to that. If you're talking about who audits your financial statements? Government.
We
COA.
have external auditors and COA, sir.
Yeah, you have an external auditor, and basically COA, di ba? Yung resident auditor. Okay. Question. Lahat ng government agencies, basta't may public funds, may COA resident auditor yan. Okay? Taon-taon, meron din kayong exit conference. Okay? Umaharap ka ba sa exit conference kasama ng resident auditor ninyo taon-taon? When you were president?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Hindi ba nagkaroon ng findings in 2008 for 2007 and 9 for 2008 and 10 for 2009 regarding the operations of your government corporation?
If I recall, sir, 2007, very minimal. 2008, 2009, findings meron po.
When you say 7 minimal, what does that mean?
Minimal as compared to the findings.
So palaki ng palaki yung problema. Okay. So as president of this GOCC, bakit palaki ng palaki yung problema ng COA auditor dun sa resident auditor report?
Okay, sir. Some of the findings were procedural and some were the submissions of the liquidations. That is why, as I mentioned earlier, my next in line, the treasurer, communicated with the offices of the senators to let's put a stop to this using of ZIREC as
Okay.
a conduit.
I think, parang hindi maganda pakinggan na ginamit yung ZIREC or whatever that is. No? But the point is, it is hard for you to just blame the legislator as well. Maliwanag yung accountability, responsibility rin ng implementing agency. Mahirap na sinasabihan kayo, I would assume, ng COA taon-taon. Diba? Na sinasabi, uy, may problema tayo dito. Taon-taon. Di ba? Parang, there's something wrong. There. Would you say then that or better for me to just say or to request, could we have copies of the regular audit of ZIREC? Ano ba yung para makita natin yung findings nila? Diba? Posible bang makakuha ng kopya ng audit? Kasi our office has been trying to look for these COA reports at hindi namin makita sa internet ng website ng COA na meron kayong website. Hindi namin makita yung COA report ng mga ahensyang ito tungkol sa mga audit findings taon-taon mula 2007 hanggang sa ngayon. Is it possible that we make a request from COA to be given to the committee, and I will request a copy from the committee?
Yes, sir. I will request the concerned director to provide your copy.
Now, my line of questions for NABCOR are similar as far as their financial statements are concerned, as far as the COA audit reports are concerned. No? So I will no longer belabor the point, but the idea is to be able to get also these audit reports. No? Now, I'm going to get to that. Okay. So the next point is, there is an exit conference, di ba? Taon-taon, as I mentioned earlier. No? Okay. My next question now will go to, I'm trying to think of how should I deliver all these questions, because there's so many, and I'm sure that our time will not be enough, no? But I'm trying to get straight to the point here. Now, let's go to the representative of COA, Director Garcia. Okay. paano nagkaroon, or let me start with this, no? Hindi ba ninyo napansin yung mga resident auditor reports ng COA, o napansin ba ninyo already ito, na may mga problemang ganito? At least for these two, since we're talking about the two GOCCs today under the DA and the DA mismo, so in this case, tatlong auditor yan. May auditor ang ZIREC, may auditor ang NAVCOR, may auditor ang DA, Office of the Secretary. Tama? Okay.
Yes, sir. They have the respective auditors.
Correct. Okay, now, ang DA is one of the top 10 departments of the national government. Okay? May audit report din yan. Di ho ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tinitignan ba ng COA Commissioner yung audit report ng tanggapan ng DA? I'm sure tinitignan siguro. I suppose, no? Yes.
Siguro po. Hindi ka...
I'm sorry?
Maybe, sir. There.
So you're not sure?
I'm not sure, sir, because I am in charge of the Special Audit Office, so may kanya-kanya
Only
pong
the special
director.
Sige,
Yes,
let me
sir.
go direct to the special audit office. Sige. Okay. Meron naman talagang resident auditor yan. Okay? Ano ang dahilan bakit kayo gumawa ng special audit? What is the reason for a special audit ba? How is it different from a regular audit?
Ang special audit po, sir, kung halimbawa, even previously, meron ng na-establish namin na medyo malaki na yung nagiging pondo sa isang project at hindi masyadong nako-cover sa audit kasi ang audit nga po is regular. I mean, yung regular funds ang nafo-focus nila. So, we focus, doon naman po kami sa mga hindi masyadong nako-cover ng auditor. Parang to augment yung auditor sa concern. Minsan naman po, nire-request ng auditor mismo na eto yung mga issues na hindi na namin makover. So, yun po yung aming ini-establish. Kumbaga, inila-line up in the audit. Or merong mga...
Hindi ho ba ang trabaho ng regular auditor, lahat ng pondo dumaan sa ahensya ngayon, i-audit niya, hindi pa pwede selective?
Dapat nga po, kaya lang po, hindi naman nga po nila nako-cover lahat. Dahil
So,
minsan
kulang
po,
na
dalawa
tao?
sila, yes sir.
Okay.
Oo. Kulang
Okay.
sila and then they are covering so many agencies.
Oo.
So, minsan po, talaga nagpapa-assist sila.
So, assistance, hindi special audit.
No, it is
Iba
in the
naman
form
yun
of special audit. I
Ganon.
mean, kung
Oo.
meron silang malalaking hindi na nako-cover, and then i-request nila na magkaroon na ng special audit for
In
that.
this case, why did you do a special audit for these two GOCCs? What triggered it? Meaning to say,
Ganito po
Okay.
kasi yon. When we nung mag-audit na po kami ng PDAF, tiningnan po namin yung NEP. Kung anong agencies ang malalaki ang narilisan. So, kasama po ang, of course, DPWH for VILP. Sa PDAF po, ang malaking narilisan, DA at saka DSWD. And NLDC and TRC. So, yun po yung top 4.
Okay.
So, we cover that. Pag-audit po namin ng DA, halos doon nila inilagay sa dalawa. So, we covered them.
Question. So, walang kinalaman yung regular audit in deciding
Yung agency po,
in deciding what you special audit ninyo. Meaning to say, you mentioned na talagang PDAF ang iniisip ninyo.
Yes. Yes,
Tama?
sir.
I would have thought that the regular audit would have triggered a special audit.
Hindi po. Yung po yung mga hindi, yung kumbaga generally na pag nagmi-meeting is napapag-usapan ng mga ASCOM na o yung particular fund na yon ang medyo hindi nako-cover ng mga agencies. So,
Okay.
yun po yung, and then may mga nababasa na sa newspaper na parang may mga problema. So, kino-consider din po yun in selecting the program to be audited.
Okay. What other special audits are you doing right now? Para alam natin.
Ngayon po, meron po kaming Malampaya funds.
For what years?
Ah, 2005 yata, sir, yun, to 2011 or 2012.
Okay. Okay. And then what else?
We are auditing po yung MWSS at saka yung dalawang concessionaires sa rate audit. At yun po, at saka LRTA.
Ay, excuse me.
That's the
lang.
only one, huh?
Excuse me lang.
Yes,
I just wanted to ask, is the Malampaya Fund audit report ready for release?
Not yet, sir, because we are still waiting for the comment of the DAR and
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, after a regular audit is done, normally, so maliwanag din sa testimonya nyo, and let me use this for the budget deliberations later on, nakulang kayo sa tao.
yes, sir.
So I think we should really augment, Mr. Chairman. Maybe that's come out as a finding later on. Kasi napansin ko, very much delayed talaga ang COA audits din. No? Kulang kayo sa tao, palagay ko dapat dagdagan, as you are mentioning earlier. Halimbawa, today we're discussing the 2014 budget. Their audit reports, hindi kompleto, mga ilang agencies lang, for 2012, yung iba 2011 pa. So talagang palagay ko kulang. Posible ang tao ng COA na pwede natin dagdagan, I suppose, later on, so that it can help management, in this case, the legislators, in crafting the budget moving forward, di ba? Palagay ko, hindi mangyayari to kung taon-taon na audit na mabuti at natitignan ng legislator yung COA report. Not to say that I agree with all COA reports and all COA interpretations. Dahil nakikita ko rin naman, paiba-iba eh. In certain instances, you say, depende kung sino yung auditor eh. Meron auditor na ito sasabihin, pag ibang auditor, iba rin yung sasabihin. I mean, you understand me, no? Am I correct, Director Susan?
Maybe po, maybe. But I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay.
Because we are naman po guided by the guidelines eh. So,
Correct. But interpretation
dapat
eh. Maraming
maybe,
interpretation
sir.
na iba kasi eh. No?
Maybe,
Okay. So, hindi perfecto din ang COA. Naintindihan ko naman yon.
hindi po.
But there is a need to have a strengthened COA. There is no doubt in my mind.
Yes po, yes po.
Okay? Now, at the end of a report, hindi ba meron kayong exit conference lagi sa mga regular agencies?
Yes po.
So, do you have exit conferences with the DBM?
Hindi. Yung pag-government-wide po kasi kami, we are covering so many agencies. So, ang ginagawa po namin, pinadadalhan namin kasi it's hard to schedule.
What do you mean
Yung
by
exit-
it's hard to schedule?
Yung mag-schedule ng exit conference dahil sa dami nga po nila. So we can cover all in a short time, mapadala namin sa kanila ang results ng audit. We are sending them audit highlights. Yung audit highlights po, nakalagay na po doon yung lahat ng naging observation namin. And then we are saying na should there be a need for a clarification, we can schedule an exit conference.
Correct, okay.
But then most of them naman po, sumagot na lang in writing yung explanation
Okay.
on the audit highlights.
In most implementing agencies with local government units, with many implementing or departments, I suppose, there is a one-on-one executive exit conference between the head of agency and the regular auditor.
Yes po, pagka
Diba?
po yun sa regular audit po,
Oh.
if you are covering only one agency,
Correct.
nagagawa
Okay.
pa po
So let me say, for example, para magkaintindihan tayo, and I'll try to wrap up immediately. DBM Secretary and the resident auditor, meron yan exit conference.
Yes po, meron po.
Secretary of Agriculture and the resident auditor, meron yan exit conference. In your own words, can you explain to us bakit mahalaga yung exit conference?
Opo, ang purpose po ng exit conference is to let the management know kung ano yung naging result ng audit. So in our case po, since we can no longer schedule, kasi po in this particular case, we covered 100.
No, I'm not talking about this case. I'm talking about the regular muna.
Okay
Let's-
po. Ang purpose po is
ah.
to let the management know kung ano po yung resulta ng kanilang evaluation dun sa mga transactions na in-audit nila.
Correct.
Yun po ang purpose nun.
Correct.
And then to get their comments para kung meron silang mga documents na hindi pa na-submit sa COA,
Correct.
so they can further evaluate it
Correct.
and reconsider their observation.
And doesn't that help the management improve?
Yes, sir. Oho.
Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Para hindi na maulit kung may masamang nangyari or whatever, to improve its ability to effectively discharge its duties and its mandate and so on and so
Yes,
forth.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, now. Meron din kayong consolidated COA report dapat, di ho ba?
Yes, sir. The auditor of the Office of the Secretary is consolidating all reports under yung pong mga regional offices.
Correct,
and all
correct,
that.
correct. Okay, now. What about a consolidated COA audit report for the national government?
We are releasing
Meron dapat yun, di ba?
financial audit
Mm.
financial audit report for national corporate and LGUs. And that is, I guess, due on September, sir.
Okay.
We're releasing that.
Okay. Now, wala kayong exit conference sa DBM with regard to, for example, highlights an executive summary of the operations of the national government? Meron ba kayong ganun sa DBM? Halimbawa, paano ginagastos yung mga unprogrammed fund, special purpose fund, PDAF?
I don't think so, may
Wala
ganun,
kayong
sir.
ganun.
Oho, wala siguro. Kasi po
Okay.
yung auditor ng DBM, ang ino-audit niya yung disbursements ng DBM.
DBM lang. I'm
Opo.
talking now of the Office of the
Of the-
Commissioner. That's what I'm saying, because as a finding and understanding how this operates and my long years in government and understanding audits, both in the public and in the private sector, shouldn't we have a consolidated audit, a highlight, an executive summary that the COA Commissioner halimbawa every year will have an exit conference with the DBM Secretary and maybe even the Office of the President. Katulad yan, para malaman at mabantayan kung may mga problema sa iba't ibang department. Maybe you can start with the top 10 departments. The DPWH, the Department of Education, the Department of Agriculture, Department of Agrarian Reform, Department of Health. Di ba?
That would depend, sir, sa magiging policy ng CP namin.
Yeah, precisely. But don't you think it's a good idea?
Yes, sir.
Will that be of help?
Yes, sir.
You, Secretary Lampagos?
Yes, Your Honor, we will be very happy to have this on time because, as you have pointed out, sometimes the quad report is delayed and it's never useful for the next current budget. But while they may have also deficiency in manpower, we are developing now the GIFMIS. I think you're aware of that. And if we can already operationalize that, we can have more real-time data and timely financial reports and audit. But
Okay.
COA is on top of this GIFMIS project.
Yeah. Thank you very much for all your responses to all our resource persons. I do have many other questions, but maybe at a different time. I'd like to thank the chairman for his patience and to our colleagues. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the line is Senator Sergio Usmaña III. Third.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Salacog, natatandaan mo ba when did you first join the ZIREC? Anong year?
Sir, 2003, 2004.
2003, 2004. Anong position mo nun?
I was director for agribusiness and marketing, assistant service.
When were you
Promoted.
elevated to the presidency?
2004 as assistant
2004.
secretary. Yes.
What was your official designation? That's a corporate structure, so you must have been president and chief executive officer.
It's only president, sir. That's
President,
that's the
okay.
title.
2004, and when did you leave Zurich?
Early 2011, when the new management took over.
All right. In 2004, did you have any PDAF funds coursed through Zurich?
None, sir.
2005,
None.
2006,
None.
2007.
Yes.
How much? More or less.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the first from a congressman, around 10 million.
10 million. Ngayon po, yung pagdating ng pera ng 10 million, hindi ka ba nagulat?
Well, sir, as an agribusiness practitioner, it
No,
was...
don't give me those answers.
Okay.
Here, you don't have any PDAF course through Zurich. Then all of a sudden, you have 10 million. Now, siyempre, nilapitan ka ng congressman at sinabi sa iyo, what you
No, sir.
wanted done with this 10 million. All right, so what were you supposed to do with the 10 million?
I just got the communication that it will be lodged through Zurich, plus also a communication from OSEC.
What were you supposed to do with the 10 million?
Transfer it to a non-governmental organization.
Ah, I see. So you were going to be the conduit.
Yes.
Okay. What was that non-governmental organization?
If it's that congressman, sir, then it's one of the Napoles, I believe, SPDFI.
I see. So it's already one of the Napoles
The only one that was coursed through Zurich.
and the NGO.
Yes.
So all you had to do was receive the money, deduct your 3%, and cut the check for the NGO. Ganun ba?
With a lot of processes, with some processes, sir.
All right. Let's just generalize. What was the NGO supposed to do with the 10 million? Did you ask?
It was in their project proposal. There is a project proposal.
They submitted a project proposal to Zurich.
Yes, in a work and financial plan.
And what do you remember of the
Sir,
project proposal?
I can't really, but it could have been some seedlings or distribution
Distribution of...
of seedlings and planting materials. If my memory serves me right, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Did you check whether they ever distributed seedlings and planting material?
We had a project coordinator who was assigned to do the validation, plus matching that with the
Did you
liquidation.
check if
Not
they
me,
had
sir.
done?
Not me personally.
Did Zurich check?
Yes, the project coordinator.
So you assigned somebody to do it?
Yes.
And he must have come back and said, yes, they've done this before.
Personally, I did not see a report on it.
Wait. You have a certain responsibility. You've got the 10 million that you're supposed to download to an NGO, and part of your duties is to check the track record. Somebody mentioned that earlier,
Yes,
di ba?
yes.
Okay. So, chinek mo yung track record ng NGO ni Napoles.
Yes po.
And that NGO had already done projects like
Similar
that.
fashion, yes.
All right. Now, you were not required to conduct public bidding.
No.
Excuse me. Director Susan, does not the rules of COA require public bidding and the Government Procurement Act?
Yes, sir.
Pero hindi sila nag-conduct ng public bidding.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Salacom, having heard Director Susan, what do you say?
Sir, we had a legal officer who reviewed the processes and procedures, and it was not called to my attention.
We would like to meet that legal officer. He'll make a lot of money practicing PDAF law. Would you have the name of that legal officer?
He is a board member of ZIREC. At that time, it's attorney
What?
Pero Librojo.
Ziproco?
Librojo.
Librojo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is he still around?
Yes, he's still with
He's
the
still
department,
With the Department of...
agriculture.
All right. Kilala mo ho siya, Secretary Alcala?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Right. May we invite him to the next hearing, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, so ordered. COMSEC, please take note.
Is it not also a rule of COA that a performance bond must be deposited by the NGO? Mr. Salazar.
Unfortunately, as Senator Escudero mentioned a while ago, I'm not aware of that. So that's how I answered it.
Director Susan, don't your rules require a performance bond, or does not the Government Procurement Act require a performance bond?
Yes, sir.
So that's 2 violations already, no bidding and no performance bond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ngayon po, in the following year, 2008, how much PDAF was coursed through you?
2008, sir, maybe around 80 million.
80?
Yes.
80.
80.
So, more congressmen?
That was the time that 3 senators
3 senators.
came into the picture.
Was it the same project? Same NGO?
Yes.
Same project?
No, sir. It's the Pangkabuhayan Foundation Incorporated. It's not, well, as the media reports have been reporting, it's not part of the Napoles group.
Regardless, you checked out Pangkabuhayan Foundation.
Yes, we had the qualifiers implemented on them.
And what were they involved in? Giving livelihood
Again,
projects?
there were some projects that
Anong project? Anong klaseng
sir,
project?
again, livelihood-based, distribution of planting materials, fertilizers.
Ganun rin.
Yes.
Okay.
I even saw tractors being distributed.
Tractors.
If I'm not mistaken, sir.
All right. Then in 2009, how much?
Another maybe 100 million. Because the total releases through ZREC from 2007 to 2009 would be around in the ballpark figure of 230, 240.
So GIRAC made over 7 million just in its 3%.
That's why, sir, I was
At yan po
saying-
pa rin ang pagpapatuloy ng pagdinig ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. At bago po itong huling pagsisiyasat or pagtatanong sa DA, ay nabanggit rin no, ng mga kinatawan ng COA na may mga pagkukulang rin no, sa kanilang ahensya na kailangan rin nila ng dagdag tao pagdating doon sa mga pag-audit dito. At makikita rin natin, no, partner, yung kung paano rin ginagamit ng mga mamabatas yung hearing para in aid of legislation.
At binabanggit nga ng COA na kaya sila nagkakaroon ng special audit ay dahil hindi ito nagagawa doon sa regular auditing. So parang ang lumalabas ay yung special audit pala ay pagtulong doon sa mga hindi na-audit ng kanilang mga regular auditors.